You want the news? You want the news? You can't handle the news! Twitch, one of the most popular streaming sites, actually probably the most popular, has leaked. Like, the entire thing. Early Wednesday morning, a 125GB torrent link was posted by a user on 4chan, which is naturally the place where that kind of thing would show up. Right now, the uploader has stated that this is only part 1, with more to come later. Their purpose? To foster more disruption and competition in the online video streaming space. Oh, and they also call Twitch a disgusting toxic cesspool, which frankly most people would kind of agree with, but that doesn't mean you can go around leaking more data than Nintendo does. Seriously, nothing from Nintendo is ever a surprise announcement at this point. So what exactly did this part 1 of the leak contain? Well, to start, it contains the entirety of Twitch's source code, which is the main site, the console and mobile apps, CurseForge, and an unreleased Steam competitor, to name just a few things. Along with that, there were proprietary SDKs and internal AWS services, and some internal red teaming tools which are used to improve security by having staff pretend to be hackers. But the main thing a lot of normal people are more interested in is the fact that payouts to streamers going back to 2019 was part of the details. A site was even created around it that allowed you to search through top creators and see their revenue. Though at the time of filming, that site was taken down. Encrypted passwords also seem to be part of it, and possibly stream keys. If you have an account, you want to change your password to be safe, and probably add two-factor authentication as well. The stream key thing shouldn't be of concern, as Twitch sent out an email stating that they've reset all stream keys just in case. So in short, if anyone finds my payout, you'll be able to know that I am the proud owner of just over $100 after having affiliate for over a year. Woo! Spooky season is finally upon us, and it comes with the natural assortment of games getting themed updates. Phasmophobia is getting an anniversary update, adding 2 new ghost types, though what exactly they are is yet to be announced. We just know that the developer, Kinetic Games, showed entries with parts blurred out, including the ghost names and other details. This update will bring the total of ghost types up to 18. I played this the past week on stream. Apparently, I'm an awful ghost hunter. Oh, and I'm only 2 followers away on Twitch from having to play it in VR, so give me a follow if you want to see that. After nearly 2 years of a sad existence, Epic Games Store will now have achievements. Finally, I can feel like I've achieved something even when I'm just sitting at my desk all day. That's if I bother to actually use their store. I don't. So far, the initial list of supported games includes Rocket League, Hades, Pillar of Eternity, Humankind, Zombie Army 4, and Defense Grid, with a few others still unannounced. At this point, the only company that has to catch up is Nintendo. Come on guys, what are you waiting for? Though I really just don't care about achievements. Sorry y'all. Facebook and all of its affiliated services tied to it went down for nearly 6 hours starting just before 9 p.m. Pacific time on Monday. The problem, simply put, was caused by a bad test command sent to their main data center, which in turn took those down and cleared Facebook's border gateway protocol, making it not even respond properly to DNS queries. So for a short bit, Facebook wasn't just down, it actually didn't exist at all according to DNS. So I know you're asking right now, what exactly does this have to do with gaming? Well, you may recall that Facebook now has their grimy fingers in Oculus and has, against a promise given when they first acquired the VR company, started heavily implementing Facebook into the Oculus ecosystem. So when Facebook went down, well, so did Oculus. Quest users were reporting that if you freshly powered on the device or restarted it during the outage, your library just kind of disappeared. Living in a world of DRM isn't new, but at least for other consoles, they give you the ability to turn on your system even during, say, a PlayStation Network outage and still be able to play your single-player games. Oculus, on the other hand, now seems to give no leniency whatsoever, at least if it sees the internet connection but cannot connect to Facebook servers. Facebook is really taking the you don't actually own your games to a whole new level, aren't they? Speaking of a new level, Valve has pulled a really weird twist and posted a teardown of their console. Teardown is a bit of a strong word for what was really shown though. They did open the console and show you how to replace the thumbsticks and SSD, but were also really weird. They showed how to open it, but kept insisting you do not do it yourself, but then also stated to look forward for info later for replacement parts to repair your system. Look, Valve, buddy, you're sending mixed signals here. Do you want me to repair my own system, or do you not want me to? I will admit though, having the thumbsticks on a separate, easier to replace daughter board is a nice feature, and seems like Valve is paying attention to what is going on over at the Nintendo side of things. And for the Nintendo side of things, they've now made claims that they have been slowly improving parts like the joysticks as they improve their internal testing, as well as examining parts returned by customers. They indicated that changes made would not be something you would visibly be able to see. But rest assured, they are continuously improving their products. Has this addressed the Joy-Con drift? So far, seems not. But hey, they are working on it. And continuing with Nintendo, at the time of recording, the Switch OLED model has released alongside Metroid Dread. My current thoughts on the console at the time is, I don't know, as from what you can see here, mine is still in the box. Though, by the time this goes up, I should already have a video unboxing and first impressions of this thing, so click the information card up there to check it out. So far, based on reviews put out by other creators, the general thought is, it's fine. The OLED screen seems good, but whether it's worth it will depend on how you primarily use your Switch. Just like anything in gaming, it's all subjective and about perspective. After being long rumored, Rockstar has finally announced Grand Theft Auto Trilogy, a remastered collection containing GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. The package will be going to pretty much all platforms, including the Switch, heck yeah! Other than the fact that improvements will be made to those games, there isn't really any other info about it, though the company has said to hang tight as more info will be announced in the coming weeks. We're finally re-entering the timeline where GTA exists on a Nintendo platform. The last time that happened, Chinatown Wars was on the DS in 2009, and that made me feel old. And finally, this Tuesday was the final Smash Direct to announce the final Smash DLC character. Doom fans, you'll want to sit down because Doom Guy is in the game as a Mii costume. Sora from Kingdom Hearts took the dub, claiming the last spot. And unfortunately, that does mean Waluigi is sitting at home in the Mushroom Kingdom while most of his other pals get to have fun. I'm sorry, Sweet Prince, they did you dirty. Sora is a cool addition to the roster though. Frankly, I'm not going to be showing footage because I really don't feel like dealing with the wrath of Disney. Though I can say, just this shot alone of the Disney keychain on the Keyblade probably cost Nintendo $1 million. It frankly made sense to close it out. Sure, not everyone cares about Kingdom Hearts, I frankly don't really care either, but based on a poll started 6 years ago, it was the top pick. Not only that, but it really does help bring home the fact that Smash Bros. Isn't just a celebration of Nintendo games, but gaming as a whole. Plus, it punches so much harder when it seemed like getting Disney on board would have been just completely impossible. Along with this announcement, we also learned that the mainline Kingdom Hearts games are going to Switch as cloud versions. Why? Now I went from possibly caring and trying out Kingdom Hearts games back to not caring once I found out they were cloud versions. I live in Vegas, I'm not used to clouds, okay? And hopefully next week you don't have clouds that involve storms taking down your internet, because otherwise you would miss next week's upload of GameCrash. So yeah, do your anti-rain dance now to prepare, okay? Okay.